What's up? What's up? What's up? Top of the top. Y'all hear me clearly in the chat? What's up? Y'all thought I wasn't coming on today, right? But the plan was I wasn't gonna make it. But I'm here because I got something to talk about. If I had nothing to talk about, I wouldn't have came on today. Because I didn't have nothing yesterday. I didn't plan on talking about this again because I know everybody was gonna be talking about it, but it's not just that. I had to do more research and get more real information because this is part 2 from Friday. But I over the weekend I was getting confirmation because I was doing my homework with all people. So I was listening to a lot of people and last night I was up late, right? Because I was rearranging stuff, right? Getting the office straight. So I was listening. I wound up moving around stuff to 3 in the morning, y'all. But I'm listening to the radio and they on California time. And everything I said on Friday, they saying the same thing. We're going to get into it, y'all. No, it's for real. It's for real. It's for real. I told y'all it's not just Diddy. Now you're going to watch. Now you're watching the NBA takedown. That's right. That's right. That's right. Black entertainment of NBA is going down. Let's go. No, man. I told you it's chess. Man, they put themselves in a box so deep. Yes, they did. They destroyed themselves, y'all. Yes, they did. They destroyed themselves. So we're going to talk about it. What's up, y'all? I'm up. It's been a rough morning. Yeah, it's been a rough morning. Have got all this stuff going on, y'all. We about to get into it. So yeah, y'all get ready. Cause yeah, it's going down today. I got some things to talk about. It's nothing but updates, and we're gonna look at it, man. Everything I've been telling y'all, from how the whole black entertainment is going down, from athletes, entertainers to I said, remember I told you, I told y'all 2 years ago about Philly? I said, don't worry, they're going to clean all that up. And when they clean all that up, that's going to be prime real estate. Trust me. Because once I also knew that Philly was getting a new stadium, it's a lot of stuff I knew, y'all. Why? I just pay attention to the news. And I know the rhythm of America, all right? So if anybody want to know how I know, no, y'all, I just know the country I'm from and where I was born at. And I know things going to happen. And one thing always going to happen, which I don't know why a lot of y'all don't get. Law and order is always going to be restored. So when I say it's people that don't know when to stop, you're seeing it now. It's called big prisons for that. They always knew certain people was never going to stop, so they started building more prisons. Yeah, they know it's certain people, they don't have no shutdown button. Meaning they never respect law and order, or they never respect what? When it's over, when it's time to quit, when it's time to stop. No means no. Remember? I told you, they ain't just RAPE. It ain't just woman abuse. It ain't just sex abuse. They abuse everything. I told you. It's people in your house right now. They will abuse your refrigerator. You want to play with me? Let's go. All right. I'm up. Happy to say about it. Now, let's talk some real talk. We about to get into it. It's people. Let me show y'all abuse. Let me show you how abuse is just so natural. See? Abuse. You let people hold money. But you they peoples, and they don't want to pay you back because they looking at it like, because you they friend, they could just play with your money like that. But that's really abuse. Because they don't know the money you let them hold, you could have went in your account and took some out of bill. See? It's people that abuse your refrigerator, like I said. Y'all know that. They gonna just keep going in that refrigerator, going. People was coming to y'all cookouts and parties. What they was doing? Abusing the food, putting plates in the car, coming back, stealing your food. No, people are abusive, y'all. They are abused. So we talking about an abusive people. They gonna abuse anything. But over 10 years ago, I had a name for these people. Me and my people, look, this is what they call certified F-ups. Certified, that's who they are. People, you can give them anything, they're gonna still ruin it. You can put them in the best, you give them opportunities, they're gonna look, you get them a job in your name, they're gonna embarrass you, they're gonna do something stupid. Hey, you might let people hold your car and act like they don't want to come back, and every time they take your car, they bring it back with no gas in it. That's abuse. No, it's people that are abusive. Being that they're abusive, that makes them predators because they're always looking for a weakness in somebody, always looking for something they can control. You get it? Now you get into that narcissist stuff. Now you get into that sociopath. Now you get into that psychopath. No, all this stuff is simple. Because we're going to look at when people keep asking these questions, how could these millionaires be in all this trouble? How could all these millionaires be in all this trouble? Because before they became millionaires, They had a mindset. It never changed. They stuck with it. Because it's a teaching of failure. And you're going to see. I told everybody who follows that path of failure, you're going down. I knew it. Everybody knew it. It was public information. But y'all kept thinking everything was a joke, and you kept chasing this content. They say they was watching that whole Philly movement for 10 years. But guess what happened? I guess they were the demolition people that came through. But guess who's not going to be in Philly like that no more? Watch. Now, over a year ago, then I tell y'all, I said they taking their cities back. Okay, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Like I said, ain't nothing around here scripted, and everything is not on time. So just because I don't come on at 7 or I don't come on at 8, okay, though, you never know when I'm coming on. Let's go. This part two. So today we're not talking about them. I'm talking about what the real talk is. You know, I talk the real talk. So I don't know what y'all might have heard. I don't know what y'all been looking at. I know people are goofy. I see people titles. I don't know. But I'm going to talk to y'all once again what the world is saying. Nothing I say is a fact. I got my opinions, but they don't really mean nothing. It's just like doo-doo. But I'm going to go into the facts of what everybody is saying. I'm talking about in media. When I say people don't bite their tongue. Now, when I tell you, one part of media is controlled, but it's another part of media they can say whatever they want. So yesterday, I was listening to a lot of people that say whatever they want. And everything they said connected with what I said on Friday. Yes. See, first of all, nobody black is going to say nothing about the mob. They going to say, shh. I heard a man last night on the radio. You know what he said? It's bigger than them. You know I heard a man on the radio say? Chaunceybillups is the scapegoat. Guess what his complexion? The guy, guess his complexion was who was talking like that. He said no. He said those are scape guy. He said, you know what I heard people saying? I wonder how many people are actually getting away. See what I'm saying? Now you're gonna see some, y'all. No. I didn't know Chaunceybillups got arrested with that apparel on. Clutch Sports, LeBron James company. There's another thing y'all not getting. Chaunceybillups could have been an agent. Thank you very much, Penny Ford. See? That's why I say, let the clowns talk. That's another thing. When I take off for a day or two, you'll see some people, they don't got the same energy when I don't come on. You're going to see that. They don't got the same topics when I don't come on. Can you see the difference? So I like to fall back sometime and get other shit done. So I'm going to show y'all the clown show. People not looking at everything I told y'all. What I heard on the radio. What they say. Man, I just saw a commercial with LeBron James and Kevin Hart laughing it up. And this is what they saying. They saying the NBA is in trouble. They players in trouble for gambling. But at the same exact time, they still showing LeBron James what DraftKings commercials at the same time. And people saying it. I don't see how he was able to do this anyway. I'm telling you, man, they all been set up. LeBron had to be an idiot to take this. Either he was an idiot or he had no choice. I don't know what happened. Meaning, I'm going to show how it all ties together. Today, I'm going to tie it in. I'm going to tie in LeBron with Jay-Z and Diddy. When I told you this black excellence, when I said they were, it appears to me like it looks like they were extorting companies. When you're requesting trades and you're doing all this stuff, y'all not looking at they was monopolizing, ruining franchises. Let me plug this up real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second. People not looking at how they was ruining franchises. I went into all this stuff, y'all. I'm not trying to be repetitive. Hold up. Let me plug this up. I'm ready. I'm going in today. Because there's nothing but updates. And it's getting real. So, like I said, also thank you, Kim, for the Cash App before I came on. I was prepping and you sent me a Cash App, but you had no clue I was coming on today. So thank you very much. Now, today, I'm talking to grown-ups. I'm talking to smart people. I'm talking to people that's not a kid. All right? LeBron James has hung himself so deep. His team you always heard about, now you're going to see why people like Phil Jackson and them kept saying they be with they posse. They be with they posse. They be with they posse. Really trying to say they be moving like gang. When you see how Pat Riley said, I'm gangster. You what? Take you and your boys. Y'all didn't get what that was with Pat Riley in the Heat. He thought he was going to run Miami. But then I also proved to y'all he went to Miami because of Jay-Z, and that's where he was doing a lot of hanging out at that. Yeah. Miami is the connection of him, Jay-Z, and Diddy. Because we have the proof now. He never had nothing to do with Michael Jordan because Jay-Z swooped on his ass. Jay-Z and Diddy swooped on him fresh out of. That was it. When the world heard about this star named LeBron James, Jay-Z already had him in a headlock. I mean, Jay-Z and Diddy. That's what y'all didn't get. But you're going to see now. I want y'all all to see how it all makes sense, especially my basketball people. Now that you see how it makes sense when Pat Riley was like, what? You're not running nothing. You ain't mafia. So you think you're going to run shit? No, this Miami, and I'm Pat Riley. I'm from, you know what I'm saying? You're not running nothing. It was a statement, not just about basketball with LeBron. That was a power move. Because that was, when you got to look at what Pat Riley did, that was actually running LeBron James out of there. Because the plan was, see, I'm seeing it now. If LeBron James would have stayed in Miami, it would have been like a big Miami takeover, which means Jay-Z, all of them would have still had a lot of power. You know, it would have been a different. The Negro Festival would have been going on in Miami for a lot of years straight. Get it? It would have still been going on. So really, what Pat Riley did was run him out of Miami. So when you heard about LeBron's team and his friends, all his friends in trouble, y'all. They also, his team, Maverick, all his boys admitted to gambling. Like, they all admitted to participating in legal gambling. Meaning, I told y'all this legal gambling was still a setup. The legal gambling still shows the appetite of street behavior. But what another thing y'all didn't get, it's bigger than what people think. A lot of y'all listen to podcasts, right? Now, you've been listening to a lot of the sports players. Look, man, when I was telling y'all, all these social media platforms are for tracking. You're going to see every platform, they tell information that was sealed. And you're going to see for the past years, NBA players just kept talking and talking and talking and talking. They didn't know the podcast was really for them to snitch on themselves because it was going to be used as evidence one day. When I told you it was important for people, it was this thing where they had to know how people think. I'm going to show you right now. It was everything you seeing from anybody in trouble to this day. It come from something they did on video, something they did on camera, something they said, or something they did. Now, LeBron James' friends are on camera admitting to sports betting, but people not getting. Clutch Sports is people that work for them that play in the NBA. So they try to make it like it's on alleged that they were manipulating their players to flop out of games. That's how I'm telling you, they all messed up. They're messed up. I'm telling you, we're gonna get into it, y'all. Yeah, they going back into some shit. Now let's go. All right, this is part 2. This is part 2 from Friday, but this is the real deal today. That was child's play, meaning it's real. So this is what we're talking about. When I was telling you people going to be on TV, it was a lot of things going on. You know what else I noticed? I'm going to tell y'all this, 2 sports guys. Sports bettors. I'm going to tell you this, sports bettors. Once I understood, I stopped betting. So I'm going to tell you something. That's also the plan. See, the whole plan, sports people, was for you to always be wrapped up in goofy-ass sports narratives. And guess what? When it's time to bet, you never know what's real. They also knew when y'all bet off who you like. They also know when you bet because you're a fan. But that has nothing to do with gambling. They know that. So that's why you're going to see out of all these sports platforms, they never give you sports analytics. All they give you is gossip. Now, let me bring it back. They didn't understand when they were sitting on these podcasts, they were doing a lot of talking. You got, like I said, I know a lot of stuff they would say. They will always talk about how they gambling. I done heard shannonsharpe. I done heard Kendrick Perkins. They always told me how they gamble behind the scenes. They gamble in the locker room. They gamble on the bus. They gamble on the plane, which always let me know sports players gamble. I'm telling you, it's a reason when I start. They made illegal sports betting because they realized everybody's betting under the table anyway. And they always knew the black sports players always gamble. When these idiots fucked up, y'all, they started gambling, and you're not supposed to do that when you play for the, you know what I'm saying, y'all? So I heard them on their podcast talking about how much they gamble. I heard them on the podcast. You know, that's when they're gonna talk about all the fun they had. Their career be over. They be talking, but what they don't know is they be breaking the NBA code of the brothers. And all that shit was being documented. They been had a microscope up their ass, y'all. Yes, they have. Trust me. When I said the end of an era, now we talking basketball. When I said the past, everything within this 30-year bracket, I'm going to talk about everything. Chaunceybillups in that. But also what people not getting, Chaunceybillups could have been the agent. Chaunceybillups could have been the one chosen to bring down the whole operation. See what I'm saying? But like somebody said, like I said, Chaunceybillups could have just been in so deep, he ain't had no choice anyway. Like I said, I listen to grown-ups. All the grown-ups I listen to, they were saying the same shit I was saying. No, this bigger than Chauncey. But they said, I wonder who's really getting away. And like I said, I don't got to use race. Some people are grown and some people are little kids. They was like, yo, basically, Chauncey was nothing he was going to say anyway. Like I said, two ways. If the God was going to use Chauncey to set everybody up, it was nothing he was going to do about it. If the MOB was using Chauncey to get this money, making them dirty, it was nothing he was going to do about it. So I heard somebody say out their own mouth, I heard somebody say out their mouth, a person that is not famous, but they on national TV, on national radio, say it. Man, they're the scapegoats. Everybody know that. It's common sense. They the scapegoats. But what I say, I was telling y'all, you're going to be the face of everything bad. They're going to be the face of it. Then you're not looking at. I didn't even know Chaunceybillups was affiliated with LeBron. I didn't know that. I had no clue. He rocking a Clutch Sports hoodie. Now, that's why I say this is deep. If somebody just got locked up, would you want them wearing your apparel? But Chauncey coming up out of there with that hoodie on, let me know what's up. This ain't over, and somebody's the target. Yeah. All the stuff I've been talking about. When I said stuff like LeBron should have been retired, bronny even on Clutch Sports. Everything Jay-Z did, he taught to LeBron. These are all the things I told you. That's why they all did the same thing. LeBron got a liquor, Jay-Z got a liquor. Jay-Z had a sports agency. LeBron created one, Clutch Sports. Y'all not getting, LeBron was first signed to Jay-Z sports agency. Told you, it's called control through contract. Manipulate media, manipulate the NBA, always be the king. Jay-Z, manipulate hip-hop, always be the king. Manipulate everything to your advantage. And I told you, they ruined people, careers, souls. They threatened people. They made people disappear. They ruined shit for their own personal gain. Like I said, you have the proof. LeBron did not make the NBA better. It's no more discussion. Jay-Z did not make hip-hop better. It's no more discussion. Everything y'all worship and praise is a figment of your imagination from the past history that happened already. And that is the honest to God truth. So, no, I told y'all that when I was telling people, I've been telling y'all the realest shit is real life. That's the real entertainment with it. The real life entertainment is so real, it's going to make everybody look small. It's not going to add up. Because people like me and no, they said this the biggest sports scandal in American history, and the word is it's not over yet. It is even rumors they saying Kevin Garnett might be in trouble. Y'all not looking at Paul Pierce just got busted. No, I told you it's that era. Meanwhile, Allen Iverson going around on tour. Man, there's a lot of weird stuff happening. Meanwhile, Philly getting swept up. Meanwhile, Kevin Hart from Philly, Diddy parties. Huh? Nah, y'all. I told y'all what's going to happen. Y'all all were getting distracted, and meanwhile, your hood's getting rounded up. Nope. Told you it's all of y'all. Meaning, everybody with a behavior. The predatory behavior is what? They got money, but they can't stop. Get it? They got money. They keep taking deals. This proves it's only two things with this LeBron DraftKings, y'all. Grown-ups. It's only two things. Either this fool did not have a choice because he was compromised from Diddy parties and he can't retire, meaning they're going to get all the dollars out his ass they can get. It's either that or he's just greedy and stupid. For him to put his face on sports bet, And y'all kept telling me LeBron is a billionaire, which is not proven. You keep telling me he's a billionaire. Why in the hell would he take an offer from DraftKings? It don't make sense. If I'm a billionaire, I'm not putting my face on sports betting. If y'all trying to give me 20 million, it's not going to happen because it's going to ruin my legacy. It don't make sense, y'all. So when I've been told y'all last year LeBron was dethroned, and a lot of people try to sabotage my channel, and a lot of his people kept trying to work and work and work. I told you last year, LeBron been dethroned since November 2024. And I said everything after that is a lie, it's cap, and only thing they are doing are deceiving their fans, which is the black community that is now getting foot up their ass and disgraced and humiliated for the world to watch. These are not my narratives. I'm just giving it to you raw, adults. This channel is not for kids. So I said, like I said, grown-ups get this shit clear. All right? They get it very clear. So the people I was listening to, they knew what they was talking about. They actually sound like they grew up in mob neighborhoods, if you get what I'm saying. I'm listening to people on the radio, Fox Sports, ESPN, whatever, Fox Sports, really. They telling me the aspect I know of. Like, yo, it ain't just them. They scapegoats. They didn't say Ray term, but they really was saying, you know, the black guys, they the scapegoats. They was like, yo, I want to know who really in this shit. Meaning, people saying shit, they not, this is what they saying, y'all. They saying if it's a sports betting thing going on, it probably wasn't just basketball. Meaning, it probably might be other sports too. They was doing it with football. See what I'm saying? Soccer. LeBron got a soccer team. Meanwhile, LeBron trying to buy teams. They heads in sports. You gotta see it. LeBron's trying to buy sports teams. LeBron James is managing sports players, and his team is with sports betting, y'all. Do you fucking get what I said? He has to be the stupidest man. And when I kept telling you, they were dealing with mafia behavior. When LeBron keeps saying, he just said it the other way, he just said it. My favorite movie is Godfather. My favorite movie is God. They thought they were mafia. They're stupid. I'm telling you, the powers that be was giving them rope to hang themselves. Giving them rope to hang themselves. Let me prove it to you. They even said in Philly, the Philly getting locked down right now as we speak. They said that comes from a 10-year investigation. Now look at the NBA. This really comes from what? A 10-year investigation of what? Monopolizing. I told you, Steve Stout in on it. They always in on it. Black excellent mean take white people money by any means. These are the things I kept trying to tell y'all. When I said they was going to get labeled as terrorists and gang. You're not looking at it, y'all. I go to the Pelicans, they give me some money. I do me. 2 years later, I already got in my head, I'm getting out this contract. I'm not staying here. I'm going to force them to trade me. Why? Y'all are not getting. They all use the black community as leverage. That was their bargaining chip. This is what I kept trying to tell you. Companies gave them the world. Owners, people of authority, bowed down to them, not because of them. It's because they didn't want the community to turn against them. These are all the things I kept telling you. It's a crash for a reason. See, once they understood that everybody was monopolizing shit. See, they understood something, y'all. It had to be a reset. Y'all from an era of thugs, right? Y'all didn't know this. When I said everything was judgment, y'all. Everything was fucking judgment. Told y'all what happened, man. When David Stern said, wear y'all suits. Wear y'all suits. Get off that street shit. Then you gonna say that they came back and said, now y'all gonna wear street clothes again? Y'all gonna wear street clothes again? What happened? They started getting more tatted. They started wearing more jewelry. They started acting like rappers more. They started dealing with certain behavior, right? Going to strip clubs, going all this shit, filming it, putting Instagram live. They on Instagram live showing their money. They acting like rappers, right? They crashing in Ferraris. They balling out. NBA just like, keep going. Just let them keep going. That's what you're going to see. Now, I knew, like I went through it Friday. In a pandemic, I've been knew about sports betting. And I've been saw how they were pushing it and pushing it. So when they had Kevin Hart, Jamie Foxx, Kevin Garnett, I knew what they was pushing it to. Because I also know the code on, I know the code. See? I'm not going to get into certain things right now. But when they had them pushing it, I know what they were doing. You guys into gambling. Y'all love gambling, don't y'all? Yeah. See that? You see that dark face? Right. It's not a coincidence they got dark faces on that shit. Co-signing that gambling. Did I tell you Hollywood what that dark mean? I mean the bad guy. It's my opinion, y'all. I know it's raw around here. No. No. And you gotta remember, Kevin Garnett, his role in the NBA is the tough guy, the gangster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You know what I'm showing y'all Kevin Garnett? They saying his name was mentioned. But it was a movie with Kevin Garnett. It was about gambling. I missed it. I think it's an Adam Sandler movie, but I'm going to watch that shit today. Because I'm going to tell you, they was telling us in the movie what was already happening, what was going to happen. They just didn't know what was going to happen. It was already a major gambling thing happening, y'all, way before this shit went online. They went online to calm it down. But what did I tell you? I told all of y'all that sports betting apps were also for tracking. Because with sports betting apps, you can track rich people as well, according to the algorithm on how they post their bets. I kept telling y'all, man, what was going on. It was also a human tracking system, a financial tracking system, and that's why y'all also gambled the most, because y'all bet the most, because y'all supposed to be from the street, right? Well, they knew that. They knew all street people wanted to gamble, and they know it goes hand in hand. Remember, y'all come from the street. You in the NBA, but you come from the streets. So a lot of y'all still think like streets. Y'all look at it, y'all see all this money being made. Now we trying to get this money. So look, y'all, when I said stuff like they thought they were going to keep monopolizing. Rich Paul is homeboy. They got NBA players in contracts. They have admitted to sports betting, legitimate. His friends that don't play basketball, none of that shit, his main friends have admitted to sports betting, legitimate. Still not a good look, because they're not looking at, they got players under their age. So, I'm going to tell you what they're doing right now. You know what they're doing? They going back into all that, say all them old games that happened, and dude so-called was hurt, and this player, my leg. Remember, I always kept telling you, my leg, my wrist. All them players that so-called had injuries, what they doing now is going back and all that to see who was faking. That's one of the things they did with Terry Rozier. Yep. And don't forget, if we ain't getting Terry Rozier, Boston Celtics, Kevin Garnett, Boston Celtics. Kendrick Perkins was on our family. I heard Kendrick Perkins 2 years ago telling his story about how when he was in Boston playing for the Celtics, they used to gamble their ass off. That's what y'all didn't get. The NBA players the NBA players are known to be the biggest gamblers. Second is the NFL players. That's the truth. That's why the mob, they smart. That's why the mob, when they were running their games, that's why they use Chaunceybillups. Because even the mafia knows that the black players in the NBA gamble the most. And they're the main ones what you can pay off. The main ones. Because what y'all don't get is it's nothing you're going to do about it anyway. Because it's a trap. Like I say, y'all, they go, this is stuff that before it was online betting, this is what they always did. See, as you heard about, you heard about how they all get arrested. You heard about Gil. You heard about this, how they went to jail. But what y'all don't get, these gambling operations have went on for decades. These are the same operations that went on since the Harlem Renaissance. Yeah. When y'all heard that people started gambling, you heard people started the lotto and all that. The mafia always controlled that. Y'all should already know that. Go watch the movie Hoodlum, all right, with Lawrence Fishburne. They're going to tell you to fight over Harlem over the numbers, gambling, it goes back. It just goes back. So what I'm saying is, so-called black people always been affiliated with gambling. just like mafia. So these are the secret relationships that have always been hand in hand. Because, see, like I said, everybody's taught racism, but in the dark world or the underworld of crime, it is no such thing as racism in the world of crime. These are the things I troll people about when I tell y'all stuff like racism is fake. Because in the underworld, when it comes to getting money, all races come together. Y'all didn't get there yet. We're going to talk about that in Philly, how all those illegal Hispanic people was in your neighborhood and they were selling death for over 10 years. That's who just wiped all y'all neighborhoods out. So when the guy came online 4 years ago and told me, we're going to sell all your people this stuff, I believed him when he said it. Now I see it with my own eyes. Nope. This thing y'all witnessing was the biggest self-infliction ever. You see Kevin Hart, you see LeBron. This is also the revenge of Kobe and everybody else. So, no, y'all, no. When I said everybody want me to just put it on Diddy, I said, no, everybody out here's dirty. Man, if we talking about a tangled web, LeBron is in the web so deep. He's in the web so deep. I'm listening to people say last night, I heard two different slots talk this day. How was LeBron and Kevin Hart the face of sports betting? And then I'm also, you know, they also saying, how is the NBA, Chauncey Billups and all these guys in trouble right now as we speak? And they're still showing the commercials of LeBron and Kevin Hart, DraftKings. So these are all the things I told y'all, right? When I said in media, if you're not in tune with all media, you just ain't gonna know nothing. So the people that know everything been know this shit was weird. But I also know people was throwing jabs, throwing clues. You know what else they were saying? When I said Friday, I said Adam Silver gonna mess around. He gonna be fired eventually. What I heard people saying, he's full of crap. He sounds like he's explaining himself. No, his ass gonna be gone because all of these things I've been telling y'all is playing out. Look at it like this. It is said that him and LeBron James was in bed together. Whatever he said, LeBron, you get it? They had an agreement. LeBron ran his ass, and he ran LeBron. That's why I told you that player empowerment was fake. Player empowerment was. LeBron is going to really persuade you into what the NBA wants. There was never no such thing as that. They were monopolizing. It was a lot of monopoly, giving them their way, getting people out of here. He can go to Adam Silverman and say, you know what? Delonte West, get him out of here. I want him gone, Adam. That's him. No. Darvin Ham, a successful coach with the Bucks, go play with LeBron, he get fired after that. Because he can get you fired, ruin your life, he ruins your name. Who he really worked for, I told y'all, who did he really work for? Now look at LeBron, man. Ask y'all, it's clear as day. Who did LeBron actually help become successful? That plays. Who role model was? When he found out all those boys love Kobe, no. He knew everybody in the NBA, they love Kobe and they love Jordan. And if you ain't going to kiss his ass, somehow your career going to be gone. Can you see it now? Can you finally see it? He ruined the NBA, y'all. He ruined it. If you was better than him and you like Kobe and you like Jordan, so it was three ways. You might be too much of a Jordan fanatic. He wants you gone. You might be too much of a Kobe. He wants you gone. And on top of that, you might be better than him. That's why the NBA is trash. Same thing Jay-Z did. I told you, I know all their formula. If they can't control you, they want nothing to do with you. They will dispose of you. If they can't shine with you, you're not going to shine at all. Told you they all the same. Same thing with Beyonce. If I say, you know, Whitney Houston took Brandy under the wing, who did Beyonce put under the wing? Who did they put under the wing that's successful? Who did Jay-Z put under the wing? Who did he make better? If you was his competition, somehow your career was going to be finished. Are you getting it? It's very simple. So, friends, somehow they all in trouble. Simple as fuck. Let's go. Because they always hang together. And they never learn how to be by themselves. When I said there's no such thing as billionaires hanging together. But when you got billionaires hanging together, now y'all mafia. When you got millionaires hanging together and you're talking shit, now you're mafia. But they didn't know that. I'm going to give y'all this last point. When I told y'all this year coming in, everything is based on classification. It's not about what it is. It's not about what you think. It's not about that. If I live somewhere and I got homeboys coming to my house every day, nobody wants to hear, well, we just play video games. It's going to look like I'm running a fucking organization. That's how shit work now. Until proven otherwise. If me and my homeboys are standing outside in a group, it don't matter. We got on suit and ties. It don't matter. We got on basketball jerseys. If we keep standing outside and we deep and we talking a certain way, you're going to get classified. But y'all didn't get that. When you got money and y'all all hang together and y'all got a lot of money, and then over here y'all talking about Wakanda, and over here y'all talking about F those people, and you saying you going to Ciroc, you going to Ciroc company talking shit to them. You going back to Duce talking smoke to them. You telling the Lakers what you gonna do, what you not gonna do. No, they had to put them back in their place, y'all. Like I said, they had to get put back in their place, and now they are disgraced. And I kept telling you since last year, what I say, y'all, they never coming back. Did you see any results of coming back yet? Nope, because it's not gonna get better. It's not. So these are not my narratives. I just add the drama and the theater to it. That's it. That's it. This is the truth, y'all. Told y'all watching the realest shit. We had to go to the movies with them 3D glasses. Guess what? If you don't got 3D glasses, you ain't gonna see this anyway, because it's all in your face. The movie is out here. Yeah. Only people with their glasses on see it clear. So let's go. So, like I said, part 2. This was my proof. You see the young LeBron? But he been controlled from day one. Now check this out. See Kevin Hart? Last night I heard him talking about how's Kevin Hart and LeBron. Like I said, they ain't gonna say it. Man, they both in trouble anyway. They both been to Diddy parties. They're both exposed. They're not gonna say it like that. They just saying how are they the face. So like I said, I know media. I know media when they be throwing jabs, they'll throw little jabs. You know what really surprises me? How is LeBron and Kevin Hart doing DraftKings commercials as we speak? They just say shit like that, but they be being funny. And I get it clear, like I said, because check it out, y'all. Meanwhile, I've been telling you Kevin Hart fell from grace. He's being hazed, humiliated. He's hanging around Kai Senate. All right? Nobody is saying, not noticing. Kevin Hart is 48 years old. He's not doing no movies. He's hanging with a young man named Kai Senate 24. You're not looking at when I said all the old heads, Marlon Wayne's 50. All these old heads been hanging with Kai Senate. Why? He's a young boy clout. But let me show you something. Busted again. I busted Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart playing around with Druski and them talking about his daughter. Man, leave my daughter alone. She came out of my balls. That's what he's saying, y'all. He had to make a point to say she came out his balls. But he's hanging with Druski and them now. You can't see he fell off. Man, at one point, Kevin Hart was an A-list celebrity. What is wrong with y'all? He fell from grace. It's not a coincidence. Philly? Will Smith fell from grace on his face. Meek Mill, exposed. Finish. Philly. Kevin Hart, Philly. Finish. It's not a mistake, Philly. Guess what I heard, Philly? Guess what I found out, Philly? They about to build a Geno's cheesesteak in Virginia. Yes, they are. Geno's moving the franchise. I'm going to say they're expanding. Yeah. Geno's Philly cheesesteak is setting up shop in Virginia. Hampton. And when I saw that in the media, I knew what's up. They said, man, we're going to lose money in Philly. A lot of them blacks going to prison. Philly going to have a lot of vegans, people walking their dog. They're going to be eating these cheesesteaks like that. We got to find somewhere else to put these cheesesteaks. But guess what? Let me show you the connection. They smart. Geno's, no, that's the home of AI, Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson played for Philly. See how they smart? I'm going to show y'all, Mark. They fucking smart, y'all. Allen Iverson played for Philly. Allen Iverson got things going on, Michael Vick. Where at? In Virginia. Geno said, we going out there. Why? Michael Vick played for Philly Eagles. Huh? Allen Iverson played for Philadelphia what? 76ers. Philly. Michael Vick, Philly. Allen Iverson, Philly. Connection VA. But the real connection is those are two Commonwealth states that are really related. That's why. Then you're going to see. Michael Vick was the face of Thug. Allen Iverson was the face of thug. And that's how it goes. All right? Because Philly always meant thug. That's why when we were young, they made sure we knew about the black mafia family. Yeah, because Philly is one of the places supposed to be of the most rebellious blacks. Meaning, the truth of the matter is, this is what y'all didn't get, Philly. If every ghetto and city had to be judged on terroristic behavior or anti-American behavior, Philly would be one of the main states on the list, or the main city that's pro-black and anti-America. Ask Umar Johnson. Philly would be, it goes back, it goes back to Umar, it goes back to, y'all know what it go back to. I don't want to say it. It goes back to that bombing, Abu Jamal and all that. It goes back before that. Y'all never knew that Philly was always going to be, like, you heard about COINTELPRO and J. Edgar Hoover, but they didn't know about all that was certain cities were always going to stay on that list because they know that city is a teaching and a breeding of that behavior. There's something else I told y'all. It's also not a coincidence in Philly. Y'all the biggest city where blacks converted to Islam. But what I also told y'all, if a lot of y'all change y'all name and y'all got caught up in this drug shit, you're getting treated like terrorists and foreigners. I told all y'all that. Anybody in Philly that sells drugs and got caught in this sweep and they had a Islamic name and they denied their rights, they're never coming back. Told y'all. And they all getting life. So guess what? When you're hearing about these 33 people, no, it's 33 kingpins, not people. Kingpins. 33 kingpins, y'all. Get it? Like 33 outposts got locked up. They were flooding that city, y'all, with that death. So we're going to get into it's all connected because we're going to see Philly name keep coming up and shit. And chaunceybillups, that's Detroit. So it's also tied with New York too. So like I said, y'all, let's get back to it. Kevin Hart talking about his balls, hanging with kids. Kevin Hart been trying to get your children viewership because adults are done with him, y'all. He's done. So now let's just go. Salute to everybody that's up on this Sunday. Y'all didn't think I was coming on. Now we're going to get into the real talk. So like I said, they thought they was mafia, y'all. They thought they were mafia. They were a threat. They were a threat a long time ago, y'all. Also, when I told you, this is what y'all didn't get about this stuff. When I said, you got to look at Diddy, right? He's a billionaire. Jay-Z's a billionaire, right? LeBron. Look at, y'all not getting how the government got a lot of work to do, y'all. When you studying a billionaire, you know how much resources got to be used? So let's look at it. All this shit going on at one time. That's why I say it's a reason why the government shut down. Same way I told you, it's all people, it's all law enforcement connected. They said retired people, come on. Get it? They said everybody come on. From the neighborhood watch to the Marines. Everybody is in on this. And they're not stopping till it's finished. Now, look, you know it take a lot of resources to study billionaires. So if I say, y'all not getting it, when I said last year, they all going down, it's just going to take time. They got to do, let's just use our brain, y'all. They got to do homework on all these billionaires. All of these billionaires are tied in with foreign companies. I told y'all the tariffs, the whole point of the tariffs was to shut that down because all of them were making money off foreign companies, off what? Their brands. Keep telling y'all this. I know what all this was about. I know American politics and economics. I don't know politics a lot. Look, y'all, they shut down. When I say everything you love going to disappear. You see this shirt chaunceybillups got on? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. This they merch. That was they merch. When they getting them hoodies from China for $5, $3, and they stamping it, you going to buy it for $80. They've been doing it for a long time. This is how they really got the money from foreign entities. Same way y'all was doing hair in the hood. Same way, bro, y'all was selling bootleg shit, bootleg Gucci, bootleg. All that bootleg shit shut down. I showed you ICE arresting an African man selling bootleg in New York. Why? The bootleg shit come from overseas. Tax that shit. They selling knockoff shit. Told you every fucking crime gonna get shut down. Family, you should have known that when they made it illegal to sell white tees. Y'all should have known that. A lot of y'all didn't know if you got caught with bootleg CDs, that been a federal crime. I always knew when they want to shut some shit down, they're going to shut it down. When they said Because I remember the DVD. I remember it was transitioning over. It was like 2008, and DVDs were illegal. And I remember somebody had got caught. Somebody I know they had got in trouble for one thing, and they had CDs, and it was like, you can get in trouble for these CDs, right? You know this federal, right? Because he had bootleg CDs, and I think it was proof he was burning them shits. That was 2008. So they knew from the CD game, a lot of people was getting rich, but wasn't paying taxes. So they shut down overseas to stop all brands. That's why you're going to see in America, ain't nobody selling no brand. Like, remember, everybody had these brands. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got this. Everybody had this shit. They was getting shit from overseas for the cheap from China. Bing, bing, bing. Everybody was on their Temu shit. So that was Clutch Sports. So when they shut that down, they stopped their money. Now you stop their money, you're going to stop their money on that market, that stock market, their investments. Boom, boom, boom. So look, all the resources got to go into studying billionaires. Then they got to study the 100 millionaires. Then this shit is a world network, a world web. Remember when I told y'all this shit is all in your face, y'all. Remember when the planes got grounded? And I said the planes getting grounded, I said it's for the rich and the poor. Why? In case somebody get tipped off, don't matter if you rich, where you running to? We know y'all rich, we are running to. No jets in the sky. Shut that shit down. Nobody gonna run. I told y'all what it was all about. It was about the rich and the poor. Told you. Because you gotta look. Now look at it, rewind it. When you the gov, and you the gov, right? And you know you the gov, and y'all know on the calendar, we got the date set when we gonna get all their ass. Before that, we got the date set when we gonna shut the planes down. See what I'm saying? We got the date. You see, remember I said the other day, I told y'all everything for a reason. The other day when they was like, the apps was acting up. Money. You're going to see the same exact time chaunceybillups and them got in trouble the same day the apps was fucking up. Because that was for nobody can't do them quick money transactions. I'll tell you, I know what they did. They made it where you couldn't check your accounts. None of that shit. I'm telling you, man, it's always in your face, y'all. But the plan is always to look at goofy shit and don't know nothing. Yeah, y'all. Tell you this shit interesting. So I just paying attention, doing my homework to go into this. Like I said, I deal with shit on the surface. But when I go back into it, I get the seriousness of it. So like I said, y'all, what nobody's going to say is they were controlled by the mob as well. Also, they thought they were John Gotti. Irv Gotti, Yo Gotti. No. Frauds. They thought it was John Gotti, y'all. The Teflon Don. But what I said the other day, I said, family, even John Gotti got beat up in jail. So, like I said, if they saying something about Diddy, it could be made up. But if something happened to Diddy, I won't be surprised. Why? They even tried Mike Tyson in the feds. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all live in fantasy land. Even Mike Tyson got tried. What's wrong with y'all, man? It don't matter where they at. PC, it don't matter. So, even John Gotti got hands put on him. You know what I'm saying? He got knocked out. So, I'm saying that because John Gotti is your proof, y'all, when I tell you these things about crime. They one of the main people that taught me that too. It doesn't matter who you are, your ass is going to go to prison eventually. So if John Gotti went to prison, you still think Jay-Z can't go? You still think LeBron can't go? But don't matter. If they don't go to prison, it's not about that. Just know they're going to live forever on this earth in prison because they're going to have to hide. They're going to be in bondage. They can't show their face, and they done. All right? When I say shit like they're not getting no more money, you saw Jay-Z sitting his ass overseas, right? Acting like he about to get some money. He's not going to get another American coin. He better get some overseas money. Yeah. Also, when the public information was, a lot of government people got fired. Government agents fired. Government people, period. Y'all didn't get that part. You also didn't get the gov shutdown. It ain't just for poor people. Let the poor people keep saying, EBT, EBT. No. The government shutdown is also for anybody down that gov that been doing dirt. They want to get their ass. Get it? Pause their ass for a minute. No, I know what's happening. Because you got to always know. I know what's up. When assets get frozen, that means it's work being done. So like I said, let's go to the real world. All right? This is what y'all not getting. This is how they was always being judged. This is how you always judge, and a lot of them don't know. Yeah, you guys are legit. You guys the favorite. Well, who really likes you? Y'all neighborhoods, y'all cities. That's the people that really love y'all. With us, it's just business, brands. But what y'all not getting, every stereotype in y'all ghetto, that's what they did and got praised for it. All this guy did was sell you alcohol. Before he sold you alcohol in the 90s, you know what they kept telling me growing up my whole life, y'all? That's why the white man put a liquor store in every corner. That's why the white man put a liquor store in the church on every corner to keep us stupid. They made me kill, so we kill ourselves. That's what they kept telling me growing up, y'all. So who sold liquor to this day? Okay, he's the face of alcohol, which means that was never nothing to be proud of. And I got the proof today. Dude say off the rip, he was only in a 50%, he was in a 50%, 50-50. All it was Bacardi paid him to use his face. He face of liquor. Alcohol. That's what y'all do in the hood, right? Y'all drink that Douce. What else y'all do in the hood? Y'all roll them dice and y'all bet. See? This is how y'all got set up to still be degenerates. You still the face of alcohol and gambling. Y'all are. Nobody else. You. See that, idiots? So what I be telling you, it was always a trap from the beginning. They wanted us to be proud of them. Meanwhile, they was never nothing to be proud of, y'all. I'm just telling you what it is. No, they were the biggest coons on the planet and the biggest dummies. All right? No, that's why I say y'all got embarrassed. They didn't look, they were billionaires, right? They didn't bring you nothing healthy. LeBron is a healthy man. What he got healthy on the market right now? Oh, he spent $1 million on his body. He's so healthy. What he got healthy on the market? Oh, Jay-Z is so smart. He's a vegetarian. He's very, he is and that. What did he give you healthy? What did he give you? Okay. No, you thought they made it. No, they were still. Oh, man, I told you when somebody got elected, the hood was in the White House. Everybody said we finna get rich off the hood. And everything hood gonna be accepted because it make money. You gonna see the hood on TV, sports media. You gonna see the hood wherever you go at. But in reality, when it's all said and done, they're gonna all expose themselves. They're gonna burn bridges. They're gonna what? Wear out their welcome. And that's what they did. When I kept saying this all together, you got to look at this. The key thing you got to look at. Look at all the stuff LeBron did in the NBA with those teams and trading and whatever. Look at all of that. Then look at Colin Kaepernick taking a knee. Look at how when he took that knee, it divided the NFL and all the black players separated themselves. So look at how all these things were going on. Meanwhile, they're all what? They're all millionaires. They're all supposed to be role models, which means they were spreading their influence. That's why to this day, a lot of y'all think just like them. The powers that be were scared, y'all, and they just sat and watched. Y'all not getting the big picture. Yeah, young boys on the streets with this drill music, killing everybody. That's one thing. All of this going on at the same time. Yeah, young boys are in the streets with ghost guns. Your rich elite guys, they're going around talking about black excellence. They're taking money from corporations. Then you guys on top of that got this shit called I'm starting my own brand. The so-called celebrities started their own brand, and then the regular people started their own brand. But the powers that be know, if everybody start their own fucking brand, who's going to shop? So being that they stopped shopping, what happened? The market start crashing. All in real time. Malls start closing up. Why? Everybody got their own brand. Everybody shopping their Temu. A Chinese app. Meanwhile, powers that be judging this shit. Yo, the American system is going somewhere else. And it's the blacks. They the main ones stirring up this shit. They the main ones. They the main ones on one hand say they don't want to work. The main ones don't want to pay tax. They want to receive taxes. The same ones jumped in the PPP loan. No, they just fucking takers. Social service through the analytics. They the main ones on the system. They look at financial aid. They the main ones got outstanding debts. They ain't been paying back them fucking loans. All this at one time. Nobody's paying attention. They say, no, we know what's destroying the American economy. We know what's going on. These old systems we had established, they are now old. And everybody that's still on these systems, they going with it. It's all the shit I've been telling y'all. When I said everything you love gonna disappear. Let's get to the facts. I ain't gonna be too long today, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long today. This is all the proof of Fantasyland, y'all. He never owned it. He did not make the alcohol. He was paid for his name and face. Now, I'm not knocking his hustle. You're supposed to get paid for your name and face. But the way you make people buy it more in that ghetto, you tell them it's yours. Even though, this is what I love about the game. This is what I love about life, y'all. Remember I told y'all I love to see people get pranked? Now, me, I always drink, meaning I never, if I want to get lit, that Bacardi 151 always been the truth for me, y'all. I don't drink Bacardi like I used to. That Bacardi Lime used to be good. I think I'll fuck with that now. But that 151, my point is, I never saw nothing against Bacardi. But a lot of y'all did. This is the trick. See, the biggest trick? That's why I love to prove this shit. See, you have people in the club. I don't drink Bacardi. I don't fuck Bacardi. Whole time, do say, made by Bacardi. So sad? That's how y'all get pranked. That's all the shit I be telling y'all. When do say is smart. No, Bacardi smart. They like that Hennessy shit. They like that brown. They like that cognac. You don't understand. Y'all markets were controlled. First, we're going to have y'all in a vodka phase, Ciroc, and then we're going to put y'all in a tequila phase. See? And brands going to move. Casamigo, Patron. And then, see, we'll put y'all in a cognac phase. You're going to all buy this cognac. So Bacardi was smart. If we put out a cognac by Bacardi, that shit ain't going to sound right. It ain't going to make no money. Think about it. You go to the liquor store, y'all, my drinkers. You go to the liquor store and you see a bottle of Bacardi cognac right there. You're going to be like, I'll try it, but you know what I'm saying? So Bacardi was smart. We want to get in that market. That Remy selling, right? That Henny going crazy. Henny got the black Henny. They got all. No, Bacardi said years ago, we got to get some of that money. And he going to do it. Because the blacks, they know rap and Hennessy and cognac go hand in hand. So they always knew that. He going to be the face of that shit. Don't it make sense? Boom. That's his shit. You call it what you want to call it. As long as it gets to that ghetto, get to the hoods, hey, take it. We know it's going to sell. See? Meanwhile, you still looking at the formula from Tupac with Hennessy. Huh? Same shit. Recycle. But, so all it is it's like drug dealing. I got the drugs. Yo, bro, I'm going to give you these drugs, and you keep 50 and bring me back my half. That's all it was. Same shit. They're your drugs, because they're yours. I gave them to you. They fucking yours. They're yours. This is your liquor. Meaning, when it all go down, hey, if your people start dying and they all be on dialysis like they are to this day, if your people realize 20 years from now they all dead because of your liquor, we ain't getting blamed for it. It ain't going to be because of Bacardi. It's going to be because of you. That's right. Y'all, what else they didn't get? Yo, they didn't get that. I told y'all this shit. It's a science where in America, if you build it, they will come. When I see them building a jail, you know what that means? A lot of people about to get locked up. It also means a lot of people been getting locked up. Signs always be in your face. They started building all these dialysis companies in your neighborhood, but you didn't get. After the Ciroc era, the Douce era, that was a decade ago of major drinking. And you're going to see it's people on dialysis now. Then you got a percentage of people, they on their way there because they didn't stop. Their family, y'all not getting it. No, our people, you know, the elders of this country, they drunk the real alcohol and they never stop. I don't care what their brand is. I don't care if it's whiskey. I don't care if it's vodka. Some people never stop drinking their brands. Y'all had y'all specific shit, but you don't know what level they was on. Same way, it was always beer, 6-packs, but you guys drunk 40s. And 40s shut down your kidneys and all that. Yeah. No, same thing with their liquor. What? It can be cheap as hell. Long as we put it in a nice bottle, they're gonna buy it. Meanwhile, I got another one for y'all. Let me show y'all all how y'all don't know what y'all looking at. Let me show all of y'all how y'all got to step up y'all information of signs and symbols. See, You think that's a bottle Douce. Now let me show y'all something. Watch, you gonna see this shit real clear. Check it out, y'all. This is what I like to do. See that? Guess what those really are? Guess what those really are? Those are potion bottles. Huh? Those are potion bottles. A poison. Huh? Ain't that the potion bottles of poison they use in ancient times? No, y'all. That boy Jay-Z is nothing to play with when it comes to that devil, man. I told y'all, man. He is very vicious. But I always tell you one thing. He will never trick me. Those are potion bottles, y'all. You see it clear? That's what those are. I already broke down to y'all the double cross long time ago. I'm going to double cross y'all, and I'm going to give y'all fucking poison, and you're going to buy it, and I'm going to get rich off it. Huh? That's why I say he's a mastermind with this shit. I don't take nothing away from that man. Evil, man. He's a beast. Because the devil is going to teach you. And he showed you who he was, but y'all didn't get it. So I told you on this channel, I'm going to say what nobody say, because I don't deal with books, meaning I don't go with what I read and heard. I'm going to tell you what's in your face. And guess what? I just got that potion shit watching it right now. Those are potion bottles, y'all. Yeah. So when I start thinking about all them dialysis shit, and I'm looking at the fools could have money invested in the dialysis centers behind the scenes. All I know is new dialysis, man, that shit out off the chain. But I also know you can sell them anything as long as it's in a pretty bottle. That's why you're going to see this, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all the truth, guys. You don't get it. This is marketing. You want to see all the natural American brands that have been around forever? They don't change their bottle. Shit be looking bland and plain as hell. But the shit y'all drink, it's always going to be something colorful, fancy, because it's the game, guys. That's y'all game. I told you, y'all liquor store going to look just like y'all candy section. Your candy sections look just like your blunt sections. Told you the secret is y'all are big-ass kids. That's right. Meanwhile, Jameson bottles still look bland as hell. You feel what I'm saying? All the original brands still basic as hell. You know what I'm saying? No. Y'all shit, the money goes into the bottle, and the cheap liquor goes in the bottle, which is the poison. I always do that. I told you, I never follow what rappers tell me to do. I was never brainwashed. Yo, they black, I got to support them. Hell no. Nope. I wasn't drinking Belvedere. I always drank great. I want vodka. I love my Grey Goose. I love Absolute. Like I say, I don't drink like that, but I have me a good drink of Absolute any day. If it was right now, you said I got that, you want a shot? You got some juice? Pineapple juice, something? I just take a sip. Because that's the truth. Kettle One. Top notch. Always been. So that's why I'm telling people, man, I was never going to experiment drinking people's shit. Once you know the best, I know you, bro, you're a rapper. Look, my whole point, is common sense. Bro, you are a rapper. You're not going to top a brand that already been out. You're never going to top Hennessy. I always knew that. You ain't going to top Remy. So, no matter what y'all say or do, you're not going to convince me that your liquor is so good. That's how I always looked at it. If a rapper say, I got this new gin, I'm not drinking that shit, bro. I know better. If I want good gin, I'm drinking Tanqueray. Lowest and Seagram's gin. And when I drink Seagram's gin, I'm going to drink the black Seagram's gin. See what I'm saying? The black Seagram's gin 100 proof, but if you drink it, you won't get no hangover. So, I always knew I don't trust them fools. I know they got low level. I don't trust nothing about them. And like people said, we don't know what's in it. As far as we know, they could have put something in their alcohol that mess with your hormones. Who knows? Double cross. That's right. Now, to this day, guess how much percentage he got in it? 25%. Guess what else he did? Took a payout. Went through all of that. Jay-Z been sinking. He sold his half of Douce to get out the deal. He got $750 million for that. If he didn't sell Douce and Title, he sold Title and Douce. That was his billion right there. Because he had got like 250 off the, you know what I'm saying? Remember, he was like 1.5. Allegedly. He got 250 to 300 million for Title because he sold that, his partnership. And then he got 750 million when he cashed out of Douce, $1 billion. That's what added on to his shit. But he was already sinking, y'all. He had to, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, this going on while Diddy cursing out Ciroc. No, what it was, the pandemic slowed up their money. Period. With no liquor selling. So they was trying to get out of those deals. I also told y'all, a lot of y'all don't know this shit. I gave y'all the clue before I know what happened. Kanye did that on purpose to get out that deal. When he said Adidas had him in a slave deal, no, y'all, this is why I say they full of shit. You know what happened? These Negroes were taking 10-year deals. That's what them Negroes are doing. And then what happened is, at the end, pandemic, they were stuck in them contracts while their brands were flopping. This is what really, really happened, y'all. They were in 10-year contracts, proven through Diddy. 100 million a year, billionaire. Jay-Z, a company, 100 million a year, billionaire. They were in 10-year contracts, y'all. Those are facts. And I know this for a fact. He got with this in 2012, so by 2022, his contract was coming up. His 10 years was coming up. That's when he got out the deal, y'all. And they realized they shit was flopping because the pandemic. People don't got the money no more. And remember, everything got shut. Remember, all the clubs got shut down, the bars. Y'all not looking at it. When the bars and clubs got shut down, all that liquor distributor was just sitting. They were losing money. And it got out the deal. When Kanye spazzed out with that stuff, he was trying to get out that deal on purpose. He knew what he was doing. Trust me on that. Because he knew, man, I'm about to be stuck in debt. I'm about to be fucked up because shit. I got 3 more years in this contract. If I don't get out this contract, Adidas gonna own me. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of that was about. You're gonna see back to back, they was getting out these deals. Smart people. You know what I'm saying? But you also know Jay-Z did what? A PPP loan. But guess what? Y'all were trolling the rich people doing it, but it wasn't that. They knew if Jay-Z do a PPP loan, they're gonna do it too. All right? When you heard about the rappers doing it, that was to inspire you to do it. That's right. I told you. Anybody follow Jay-Z, you're going to jail. You're going to be dead before your time. You're going to be sick, no kidneys, something. Your career going to be over with. No, that man really a black cloud that works black magic. All right? But his magic is working on himself because he's not John Gotti. He's not John Gotti. But you got to look at it like they were portraying a role of John Gotti. Look at how when Suge Knight walking around talking about they mafia. So I'm saying? It's certain things they say and do that always get them in trouble or always get a microscope up their ass. Yeah. Because one thing I know about all of y'all were raised off John Gotti. Y'all looked up to John Gotti, one way or another. If you from the streets in the hood, you know more about John Gotti than Marcus Garvey, and don't play with me. They know that. They know if you from the streets, you know more about John Gotti than Malcolm X. They know that. All right, fool. Where Malcolm X originally from? But if I say, where John Gotti from? You know, I bet you know John Gotti from. All right, then. Don't play with me. Secret is, you guys talked a lot of black talk, but you looked up to Europeans your whole life. And Italians are also part of y'all bloodline. Y'all just don't claim them. Meaning, y'all worship their whole life. They're the main ones y'all imitated your whole life. To this day. Yo Gotti, Irv Gotti, Perv Gotti, same shit. Sit. Meanwhile, other than like them, you guys don't take care of your family. You guys have no good in you at all. Those guys got good in them. Those guys they'll start baseball teams. They do a lot of stuff. You know, they help you get out of debt. You know, you get your ass whipped, you go to them, they help you out. You guys don't do none of that. You don't do shit. You beat people's ass, take money from them. You do it all. You're fake gangsters, y'all. This is why I say they're fake gangsters. And the main thing that would have never happened to the mob would have never been the stars of a TV show called First 48. That's y'all TV show. Y'all will forever be famous for that. And guess what? Y'all want to know the truth about y'all want to know the honest God truth? This is the fucking truth. Mark this on your calendar. I've been breaking a lot of shit on y'all today. Mark this down. The #1 black running show in American history is First 48. These are facts. That shit, they over 20 years up and running. And you know who's the star of the show. First 48. Blacks, you made it. Y'all supposed to get awards. The longest running black entertainment show. Are y'all fucking snitching? These are facts, y'all. Still on to this day. The longest running show they ever had in their life. So, the mafia would have never started that shit. So, my point is, that was the proof that all y'all shit was fake. All right? Meaning, we were raised in some fake shit. Y'all just kept it going. Now, let's go. The fake mafia. Let's go. Thanks, free thinker. See that? Got to put y'all back in time because this is when it all started. I've been on this whole timeline shit. Family, this is shit I've been studying and watching. Like when Young Pharaoh and them was going live and all these people was going live and all this shit was going on, I was watching this shit since back then. Every time they had a Rock Nation, bro, I'm just watching. See that? Where the laughs at, y'all? Told you ain't shit funny no more. See Swiss Beats in the back? I seen AI videos exposing Alicia Keys right now. She can't sing. This, that, and the third. What Clyde did to her. All of them exposed right now. I can look at all their face and point them out. That's why I'm bringing it back. Where Yo Gotti at? I'm asking y'all again. When Yo Gotti got with Jay-Z, did his career get better or worse? Yo Gotti had hits, right? Down in the DM, breaking a lot of shit, right? Somehow it just disappeared. All right? See that? I told y'all from these pictures, they were never gonna escape. You see STD man Usher right there? Okay. No, I told you, they just all spread out. They are all the fallen angels. Yeah, they all fallen angels. That's who the fuck they are. See that? No, when they flossed on me and they kept trying to tell me how straight they are, they wanted me to feel bad, bro. Ha, we got all your bros in jail. Ha, we getting all this money. You niggas are broke. Y'all fucked up in the hood, stressed out in the ghetto. You waiting on your EBT, bro. You got to go to work every day. Fuck y'all. Y'all got to go to work. Good. You know what I'm saying? They trolling me every day. I'm getting up, going to work. I'm doing shit I'm supposed to be doing. They trolling me. Ha, you ain't never going to be on our level. You ain't never going to be like us, like excellence, boy. I'm telling you. Is that not what they was doing? Well, if that's what they were doing, then they're going to continue to get annihilated. All right? Because they played in my face. Let's go. Huh? Duce. You drink Duce too long, this is what happens to you. It's potion, man. No. Far as I know, this alters your DNA. That's right. See that? Far as I know, you drink Duce, your balls shrink. Meanwhile, I want you to see all the smiles. Remember I said they're all miserable now? Do you see Kevin Hart in that bottom right corner? He's a short black Negro, but guess what? He will never trick me. He's not black enough to escape my vision. Meaning, I see your ass, Kevin Hart. I see you very clear. Been seeing your ass. So the question is, you see Kevin Hart? Why is Kevin Hart still hanging around Costinett? He been riding Costinett since last year. Kevin Hart would have been faded away. Yes. No, y'all. Kevin Hart is with Druski, telling the young boy, nah, you better leave my daughter alone. My daughter don't play that, something like that. Leave my daughter alone. She came out of my balls. I'm like, why is this man talking about his testicles, man? They won't stop. So, they won't stop. I also told you, they only know they're going to make money off young people. That's why I told you, all they ass on Twitch, all they ass on these apps with they grown ass, TikTok for these kids. Because they think the kids don't know no better. They don't know. Kids don't know, y'all. They don't know. So if you don't know the truth about none of this, you a kid. I don't care how old you are. If you don't know, man, all of them are mud. That's it. So I want to try to see the smiles. And I said, you're going to see now how they all miserable, perpetrating. No, I also said it's the whole Bad Boy, the whole Rock Nation, Rockefeller. I don't give a goddamn when they started from 99 to 2025. Anybody that fell in line, let me give you some more hints. What happened? Okay. Look at everybody in that picture. Where they at now? King Combs embarrassed. You see Meek Mill. All right. That's who he always was. See Kevin Hart giving speeches. No, he wasn't just going to Diddy parties. He was not just going to Rock Nation brunches. This fool was giving speeches. This fool was doing the most. Already, y'all didn't get Kevin Hart been finished ever since he admitted out his own mouth. Fam, you don't get when he got accused by his wife of doing shit. He had to come out his mouth and admit he was taking E-pills, getting high, partying. But I know what's up. Once you say shit like that on TV, you're not going to be on no Disney movies, none of that shit no more, y'all. Told you, it's a lot of things that happened to him. But you are watching Control Black Entertainment. So you didn't get none of everything serious that played out these past 3 years. You got it as a joke or with a spin narrative on it. Or you forgot about it. When these things been coming out on them for so long. This shit is, when I said it was a campaign against them, this shit been going on for over 2 years. And now it all hit the fan, y'all. Why am I saying that? Because they said it last night. Why is Kevin Hart and LeBron still doing commercials for DraftKings? They saying, why, when I watch TV, these commercials still coming on? Meanwhile, the NBA is being accused of a lot of shit. So, I'm going through this because we're about to close out on that. They were portraying to be mafia. Black excellence. Because you know what y'all didn't get? Y'all never put together that black excellence was everybody, y'all. Why you think at the Rock Nation brunch you'll see basketball players? See? No, y'all gotta put that shit together, y'all. They started looking like mafia, y'all. Not just because they all hang together. They all get money, but it's their narrative, what they're talking. Black excellence means black mafia. Black mafia use black community as leverage. If you don't do what we say, you will never make another penny off the black community. That was their leverage. That was their money, y'all. When you're looking at it like, I'm LeBron, and these fools are giving me an extra $500,000 off the rent just because I say so. You know what I'm saying? Because America always banked on what? The black dollar, right? A percentage of the black dollar, black economy goes to America. But once y'all stop being black Americans and spending money, y'all started taking money, but y'all wasn't putting money back into the economy, which also means what? Y'all wasn't building enough businesses. That's why I say y'all were just talking online and flossing shit. We have proof that these people could have bought a lot of shit, y'all. They could have bought their own neighborhoods back. Y'all all have proof. That's why I said I don't want to hear no more talking. You have proof. The same way, but I said y'all don't get the narrative. The narrative is all they did was come together to get high, to be freaky, and to be militant. That's all they came together for. To party, get high, and freak off. That is their narrative. And when it being at their game, they control everybody else that's not with them. Those are their charges. What's up, Natasha Jordan? What's up, everybody that's up on this live? Sorry, y'all been going in because I've been trying to just go through it. Yeah, I really wasn't going to come on today for different reasons, but we'll get through it. What's up, Monique here? What's up to everybody? Swirl girl, what's up? So, y'all, let's get to the facts real quick. This why LeBron is on a hot seat, y'all. You see this? All of Clutch Sports people. LeBron's the boss. He Tony Soprano. His homeboy, he runs the management. He runs the players. Put them in a contract. Get them in them contracts. Get them in them contracts. Get them in them contracts. We control the players. Look, y'all. Being accused, LeBron ain't being accused of nothing as of now. But what's a fact? His friends, his people, they in it. Meaning they have admitted to sports betting. Legit. Fingerprints is all over this. Look, you're also going to see from my people that know sports, once you sign a LeBron James agency, somehow you're going to be faded after that. Your career going to be finished. You're just not going to shine after that. So you're looking at all these people, but you not look at it like this, y'all. Now look at it like all of them people work for Clutch. You see how easy it is to manipulate a game? Yo, bro, this week, your leg hurt. This week, your arm hurt. Yo, bro, shoot bricks on purpose. See how easy it is to accuse them of that? No, it's a lot of people, y'all. Look at the list. All work for Clutch. In the NBA. Not just NBA, all sports. So I say that's the new rumor too, y'all. Pay attention. The new rumor is this. Not just rumor, but they looking at it like this, how they looking at it. I don't think these fools just did it with basketball. Because they know Clutch had their hands in a lot of shit. NFL players, NBA, college people. Yeah. That's why I say it's bigger than what people think. It's bigger than Nino Brown. And they also are saying that Chauncey Billups and them are scapegoats. And hell no, it ain't just them. See that? All these people under LeBron. That's what this means. All of them are under LeBron. Playing in the NBA at the same time. He's playing at the same time. At the same time, doing DraftKings commercials. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist. None of this shit sounds right, does it? And it sounds like it's all going somewhere. When I saw Chauncey Billups with that shirt on, Clutch Sports, I got it very clear. That shirt he got on is a sign, y'all. That's the sign of it all. These are all subliminal messages to LeBron James. And then you still don't get this his first year, LeBron James' first year in history. He did not start the first season. No, he didn't start. He didn't play. LeBron didn't even say when he's coming back. So I said, don't be surprised if he get forced into retirement. Don't be surprised. When I said they should have been ran. If LeBron would have retired 2 years ago, he would not be in this. But I also told you he was just sticking around because he don't want to leave his power. When I said Jay-Z, they want to leave their power. They want to manipulate. There's no such thing as the king retiring. They are tyrants. They're going to keep going and keep going. Remember, I told you that, right? So then I told you what? They got dethroned. They didn't want to retire. They got dethroned last year. This year was running. That's why I say they've been running. Now they didn't know they were being tracked. Sports betting applications were also tracking rich people. Yep, period. And who else? Mafia. All them tracking. All these apps had to be approved by the GOV. So, let's go. Just spoke about all this. So now you see how it's looking? They say Adam Silverman. How did this go on? What's going on? They say he tap dancing. They say he sounds scared. Period. I'm talking about real sports media. People that got it clear. Yeah. I already said he's going to be gone eventually, y'all. Because him and LeBron had a monopoly going. Yeah. See media? Now you see when I said Shannon had to be on TV? You see the other day, I tell you, it's all in your face. Shannonsharpe wants to go live and talk about Stephen A. Meanwhile, his homeboy's team is in the biggest trouble ever. So you're going to know who owns Shannonsharpe ass by the way he covers his content. And if he don't say nothing about Clutch Sports, you know he's full of shit. Because he's been full of shit. They also saying Kevin Garnett might be getting in trouble, y'all. Kevin Garnett. Because it is said the NBA players did the most gambling and they did the most dirty gambling. And I'm the one that told you Kyrie Irving and LeBron James never had real beef at all. They were homies. That's why you're going to see Kyrie helped them win that ring. They won that ring together. That's right. All fake media shenanigans. All the fake media shenanigans was so you would never put together that LeBron and Mr. Adam pulls all the strings, control all the narratives, control all the agendas, and that's how it goes. He tells LeBron what to do. LeBron tells the players what to do. Everybody's in on it. Now it's being dismantled. The NBA we grew up loving, y'all, they destroyed it. They ruined it. So the country had to take it back. It's a reason why you stopped liking NBA. Because they didn't want you to inspire your kids to play so one day they could be millionaires and billionaires. These systems fed the community. One day you could be a star. See them? They all come from humble beginnings, one way or another. Everybody come from humble beginnings and became millionaires off their talent. Now they made it where your talents are no good, no longer needed or wanted or accepted. We don't care about your fucking talent. We will get bums. We will pay bums before we ever give y'all a penny. Told you it's all the payback. It's from an era, y'all. It's from an era. It goes back. Look at this also as the payback of Allen Iverson. Get it? Look, remember Allen Iverson was rebellious? It's the payback for that. You got to look at all the things that happen. You watching companies take their power back. Remember, play empowerment. I knew what time it was when they canceled affirmative action. We don't got to kiss their ass no more. No, either they're going to be who they're supposed to be, either they're going to be like everybody else, but they're not getting no more privileges. This ain't the 60s no more. So, now in the 60s, they got privileges. They were humble. But this time, when they got their favorite man in office, they had a lot of privileges, but they became abusive. And they threatened to ruin companies, corporations for their own riches. They were doing all this shit just so they can go back on X and talk more shit. Just so they can go on Twitter and tell and perpetrate to their fans how big they are. That's what they were doing the whole time. They didn't get shit accomplished, didn't build their own NBA, didn't build their own NFL, didn't build their own successful brand. To this day, not one of them Negroes on the level of Tommy Hilfiger. To this day. To this day. None of them. They talk their queen shit. God damn it, Liz Claiborne's still in the store. They don't got a brand like that. Still to this day, they have no brands. If you go on Walmart, they don't got no real brands. They have nothing but a big mouth, all right? A lot of cars they don't fucking drive. That's it. A lot of money that they don't spend. But I told you, online was to set everybody up, not just the fans. See, the fans, you're going to be online, you're going to go to sleep, and your community going to get rounded up. Celebrities, you're going to be online, and your career going to disappear. And that's what happened to all of them. Because celebrities were never supposed to play online either. They killed their mystique, they made themselves vulnerable, and most of them have set themselves up either from social media posts or things they said on YouTube. So even LeBron James got friends in interviews saying, I saw it with my own eyes. They was on podcasts talking about gambling. His friends, not just Rich Paul, but his other ones. Yeah, you know, I bet sometimes. I said they screwed themselves. So let's speed it up, y'all. Let's get to the Philly talk, the real talk. Let's go. This probably gonna be up here for a minute. All right, so look, let's get to it. But here's the proof right here. Jay-Z only got 25%. That's what I want to try to see right here. All right, so Bacardi purchased a majority of Jay-Z's stake, and Bacardi now holds 25% ownership of D'ussé. Pardon me, 75% ownership. Jay-Z only got 25 to this day. So you see it? They took their company back. They're smart. Let them get 25%. Because he's going to have to be the face of that shit. He's only being paid to be a mascot for real. So look, check it out. Philly, they probably was drinking D'ussé last night, watching Gilly. Meanwhile, it was a plot. That's right. They're not telling me I was going to get wiped out. They're not telling them it was going to get cleaned up. Philly, I have gave you more conscious information than Umar Johnson. My people from Philly, I have gave you more schooling than any school Umar could build or anybody else. I have been giving y'all university schooling on what's going to happen to y'all neighborhoods, but you didn't want to listen. So it's no fun for me because I'm not into that shit. Meaning, I knew it was going to be a day your money was going to stop. I knew it was going to be a day your hood was going to get rounded up. But what you're not watching is happening at the same time. And they also said it's not coming up no time soon. What I say? Do you think it's the gun shutdown going to come back? No. They know everybody in your hood get EBT. They know from migrants, family, to you get EBT. We stopping y'all money. You ain't flipping no packs. It's strategic. Plane shut down. Welfare shut down. Hood shut down. You don't see what happened? And I tell you, it's not going to be televised. None of it's going to, you're going to see after the days they want to show you after. No. They didn't get it. If I was from Philly, I been knew it was coming. I'm saying I would have been ran. See that? Nope. You see they got him working. Guess what? He the one got the shakedown on NBA. I told y'all they working. It's a lot of shit tied together, man. A lot of gambling was going on in Philly too, y'all. I've been to all this shit. Pennsylvania does the most gambling. The Steelers taking the most bets. The Eagles taking the most bets. And them 76ers. And the Phillies. These all this shit I always knew. That's why I've been telling y'all a long time ago, Philly. It's a reason why y'all always losing. Y'all the biggest believers in sports. Been telling them all this shit, y'all. And it's like I told y'all, I gave y'all better points when I was gonna start a sports channel, but everybody was a clone, so I stopped. The people that bet off the team you love, you always gonna get robbed. So, family, if you want to win, sometimes you have to bet against your team. That's how it works. All right. So anyway, I gave you one, man. So you win some money, send me a cash app. Now look, you don't see they working. I told you the government shut down on one end, not on the other end. No, them troops got to get paid. Why? They're working overtime. Every agency is working overtime. You're not getting a penny. It's for a reason. Now I saw the man on TV say the president said it. He said I called him yesterday. The president said it yesterday. He said I feel bad. It got to be shut down. But he said it. A lot of those criminals get that shit. Everything I fucking said. He said a lot of legals get it. You got a lot of legals here. And a lot of them, when I told y'all they were the main ones taking advantage of the shit. 20 million people came. Look at it like all of the 20 million got on the system. See, it's all about some of them got off, but 20 million got on off. As soon as they came here, they had to get on the system. 20 million. When we was in the house, they were getting these funds. And they had farmer programs for some of them. Some of them were getting $1,000 extra a month. Some of them was getting cards with $1,000 on it, credit cards a month. This was happening, y'all. They were getting, I've been telling y'all all of this. I said their welfare different from your welfare. Been telling y'all this. They were skipping them on the Section 8 list. Skipping it. New low-income housing, putting them in the first real quick. That's what they was doing, y'all. So, this shit get shut down. And that's the only way it's going to happen. Planes shut down. Why? So the rich people can't run. You ain't going back to your country. You can't run. They also know they got jets. Ground everything. So anybody flying a jet is going to stick out. Because once we ground everything, them jets, illegal in the air now, got them. Told you, man, they've been telling everything that's happening, man. They've been telling me how the illegals got drones, all that shit. The cartels got, so they told you it's all mixed up. Don't keep thinking regular people. When you think illegal, you think of rich people, rich illegals. What do you say on TV? A lot of them got released here from psych wards. A lot of them came here from what? Prison. Facts. So they came here to get paid. The ones came here to get paid, they didn't care about nobody here. I'm coming to get paid. I'm coming to Philly. We selling death. And that's what they did. They pumped death to y'all people. So that's why I kept telling you, don't talk to me about that black shit. Don't talk to me about y'all nation, y'all Islamic, y'all Muslim. Y'all just watch our whole city get pumped death for 10 years. But it's an after effect to that. And everybody that did it, they wasn't from here. Let me show you them celebrating making that money in Philly. Let me show you how they was celebrating making that money in Philly, y'all. All right? You see the people? This is what happened in Philly, right? Hold up. I got to load the picture back up. No, y'all, they was out there celebrating. No, you know what happened? The cartels was posting themselves online with firearms, money, all that shit. They found so many firearms, drugs, but this right here, they locked up all kingpins. They said this from a decade-long study, 10 years. But you know it's an effect. I'm telling you, they let everybody in Philly sell dope so long to the point everybody gonna be indicted. Because I told you how it worked. The cartels tell on you. I told y'all that from Big U. Before Big U went to prison, I told y'all what's going to happen to him. Everybody, I told you how it works. Once they told me the cartel's going down, the cartels drop off the drugs to your neighborhood to y'all biggest drug dealers. Y'all biggest drug dealers are tied in with the cartel. So the cartel tells on y'all big drug dealers, and y'all big drug dealers tell on everybody under them. It's a chain of command. But they had everybody selling death. They had everybody selling the drug where they facing 20 years of life, which means everybody's going down for that shit. Told you, hood's about to get erased for many reasons. Yeah, y'all, it's over. It's over. It's all together. All right? So I just wanted y'all to see. They were portraying to be mafia. John Wall with Clutch Sports. Where's Korea at? Been over, right? All right. So you're going to see, y'all. They in deep shit because a lot of it, this one, I'm going to tell y'all before we go. They in trouble for a lot of shit. All right? They all together for one. All of them together. See DJ Khaled? Huh? When I'm watching Miami Heat games and he's sitting right there in the front. Back in the day, you got to go. That's why I say the clues to a lot of this is you got to go back to the Miami Heat days too. With how they always together down there. Yeah, a certain behavior was created that changed into black excellence. See, the energy that was created in Miami, it became the black excellence movement. Because they were the ones already linking up down there. They was the ones, you know what I'm saying? When I told y'all the Yankees went to the South to control that shit. You're going to see everybody in trouble from the North. Cleveland, Ohio, Philadelphia, New York. That's right. They all in trouble. All of them thought they was John Gotti, y'all. So that's why I say they in trouble for a lot of shit. They thought it was mafia. They thought they was going to carry it like how the mob carried shit. They thought it was going to take money and extort people. They thought they was going to do shakedowns and scare people. So I told you, when you listen to Negroes from Brooklyn, you see what happened to you? I told you from my assumption and studies, they were using street Brooklyn tactics, because I see them clear. They were using street tactics on corporate and industry people. Being that, that's what y'all didn't get. Being that Jay-Z was praised for being so street smart. What the industry knew about Jay-Z that we never knew, they always knew that Jay-Z was using his street smarts to manipulate the industry. When I saw Kanye West in the White House, and I know people snitched on them. No, it's all in your face. But what happened is, what I think happened now, when I said, I think the companies and the corporations got hit. Because after Diddy went to talk shit, no, it let me know, no, that's what they always was doing. It's just that Ciroc said, motherfucker, if you talking that shit, you're going to turn the black community against us. I just know shit started happening after that. And I know some after that, everybody started getting out their fucking deals. And everybody started playing games online. And I start seeing a whole washed up era of Rockefeller and Bad Boy reappear out of nowhere. And I told you, no matter what they say, no matter how many, when I said last year, it don't matter how many bloggers they got talking. It don't matter how many people they got talking. It doesn't matter what the fuck they do. I said Jay-Z could drop 100 million online right now. They ain't gonna save him. LeBron can spend all his asset. It's not gonna save them. I told you that last year, and I'm gonna keep showing you. They magic don't work, and they're finished. Jay-Z was selling y'all do say, but that really was a poison bottle. A poison bottle means double cross. I know what that means. That bottle is no different from a bottle with a skull and crossbones on it. Yeah, the cross. Double cross your ass. And that's a poison bottle, y'all. That bottle might allegedly put a lot of y'all in dialysis. Who knows? Allegedly. So we're going to get out of here. I'm going to close out. Stay tuned, y'all. They talking Kevin Garnett name. Because a lot of them have incriminated themselves. On sports podcasts, they have told how they gamble. Get it? They have told so much on themselves, y'all. Now, they being judged for it. But the public, no. The real public is saying they the scapegoats. So for people that's racist, I heard white people say it. They scapegoats. It ain't just them. I want to know about the other people who's getting away. That's what's being said, y'all. So I just want y'all to know all the narratives, because your narrative is going to be controlled. According to your narrative that you're going to be told, LeBron ain't in no trouble, and Diddy about to get out. And Jay-Z, he just got some more money. He about to start a new company. That's y'all news for today. So other than that, I just told y'all what the world is saying, and we're going to leave it at that. So y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. I'll holler at y'all later, members only. We out. One. Oh, yeah, let me show y'all this real quick. My bad. Remember when I said it's all agencies? Philly, check this out. Philly, everybody. Yo, I don't care where you from. Every city is an example for your city. Now, when I've been telling you it's going to be everybody, check it out. I caught it. See the Philadelphia police? What they told them, stand your ass back. Their job is to help them. Because it don't matter what government come to your city. They don't know your city like that. No, I told you they're going to check in with your police department first. First, they didn't want to know warrants. Warrants and what else? Who on probation? Who on parole? Get it? Who's on rating system? Going to their house first. See? Police right there. You see that military, right? Bingo. I'm showing you the agencies. Philadelphia Police Department. Government. Military. Now let me show you what? See the local police? What else? Feds. See the feds? So I told you they all working together. I told you it's everybody. Homeland. When I kept telling dummies, it ain't just ICE. I told y'all the trick was for you to think it's just ICE. And I also told you the code word was criminal. Told y'all that y'all don't know shit. All agencies. All neighborhood watch. Everybody, y'all. Told you what. It's coming in that city near you. They're already in some of y'all cities. They're in your neighborhood with binoculars right now. No, this is facts. I saw on TV, they was chasing a migrant. He crashed. No, it's every day. Everywhere is being surveillance. Why you think these cameras were already put up? I'm at the store early this morning, right? It's not a coincidence. Every gas station, it's a camera right there. Not the store camera. It's the real cameras that track your plate at every gas station somewhere around. When I look in the neighborhood and I look out of nowhere and I see a traffic detector. No, that's not just a traffic detector. That's a camera in the back of your crib, bro. Because they know these systems been installed already. I'm telling you, they already installed. So if I say ain't no hiding, they were installing all this shit while we was in the house. and make everybody think they're getting away. You're going to be in the house, sports betting. But that's what I told you. These sports betting apps were used to track a lot. Why? Gangsters and criminals and rich cartels do a lot of betting too. So that's what a lot of this shit was about. So I just want to show you what they're saying about Jay-Z, y'all. Check this out. When I told you that AI didn't stop, AI getting vicious. Smoked him in the head. New footage of Jay-Z's deadly affiliates trying to unalive him goes viral. See that? So here's what they think about Jay-Z, y'all. Just showing y'all this thing gonna go on. It's gonna go on without any of us. It's not gonna stop till it's all over. This you also have the proof now. If you know anything about business, you should know by now their names are so ruined and disgraceful that they can never show their face no more in pride and happiness and joy. Those are all fake pictures they take online, y'all. That's it. All right. Last time you saw Jay-Z on TV, he was on what? Gayle King interview. What's the facts on Gayle King? She about to get out of her contract. It's over for her. All right. So see the rumors they putting on Jay-Z? He got smoked in the head. So I'm just letting y'all see that's what AI do. Very vicious. Y'all enjoy y'all day. We out for real now. Here go another one for y'all. You see, Chaunceybillups got his own gear, right? Look at Chaunceybillups hoodie. He got his own brand. You gonna see. He not wearing that hoodie. He wearing LeBron James hoodie, y'all. See that? He wearing LeBron James hoodie. He could have wore his own hoodie. That's when I got hit. We out.